Hi, in this tutorial, we will learn how to download the MySQL Server as well as MySQL Workbench. So first of all, you have to go to mysql.com/downloads. You can even Google that, and once you will do that, you will be shown this page wherein you will see a link in the bottom, MySQL Community Downloads. So that link contains different kinds of softwares which are related to MySQL and which enables you to download those for free. So you can just click on it and you'll be shown a list of options, and we will be exploring the MySQL Server as well as MySQL Workbench. Now that the page have loaded, we can see we have multiple options of downloading the MySQL community softwares, and we'll be focusing on the two of these. First is the community server and second one is the Workbench. So first of all, clicking on the community server, click on it and you will be shown a page where you will be presented with multiple download options for different operating systems as well as for different OS versions, and also for different processors. For example, we are having a ARM type processor, then we are having x86 which is for Intel processors. So you have to download the right type of software for your computer. So in this case, we have downloaded the ARM version, but our machine has the Intel processor. So in this case, even if we will download and install the software, it won't run. So we have just click on no thanks, just download my software, and we are running the DMG file now, and it will just open it, and then we will be installing the software through this pkg file. So click on it and you will be shown a downloader window. Just follow the instructions and the software will get installed in few seconds. So like just enter the password, and then it is writing the files and it will just install it within few seconds. And now you can either keep the installer or you can move it to trash, and you are done, you're through. You might have observed that the last installation process didn't include the configuration step. That is because the installer was not of right processor type. As you can see, we had two options. There was the option of ARM processor as well as x86, which is for Intel processors. So we again downloaded the correct type of installer, and then we tried to install it, and this time the installer could easily install the software and really included the configuration step, which includes the setting up of password. So you can choose the password which you want for your root account. Now after that, the installer has installed the software successfully. Here we are now in the terminal. We are trying to run this command MySQL, but it is not running. Why? Because we have to set an alias um, just so that it knows what MySQL command points to. So we will be doing that now. So for that, you need to go to the documentation and read it a little. So go through these docs, the relevant ones. So like on the top, there is MySQL Server. So click on the MySQL reference manual. It is always a good way to use the software by going to the official documentation. You will need to inculcate that habit of reading. So go through these and you will never face some major problems at all, because documentations are the official guides for using these softwares. So here, if you'll go through these, you will understand the issue of why that command is not working and how to basically set up the alias. So this bit is very important as well, like how the MySQL server is initialized and installed. So there are different key points which you will learn from this documentation. So you can try running these commands as well, just in case you want to load the MySQL. Load as in initialize or start the software. So in this case, it has already loaded, so we won't be facing much issues, but you can ensure that you will be running these commands. And this was the documentation which we followed for learning how to install the MySQL server. And these are the directories of MySQL in your system which are installed after running the installer, so you must know that as well. Now setting up the alias for the command MySQL, just copy paste these two lines and you will be through. Now the MySQL command will work because now it knows what file is it pointing to. So here it says access denied for user. So what we will do now is we will try to read the documentations again. So in this case we'll be going to the tutorial section and we'll be learning how to use different kind of commands. So one of them is hyphen hyphen help, and again we are having this connecting to and disconnecting from the server. So in this case we'll be try to log in into MySQL Server using the username and password. So the syntax is MySQL hyphen h, localhost is the server, hyphen u username, hyphen p will be the password which it will ask. Now that you are logged in your server, you can just try to run few commands. So for example, create database and database name. So in this case being skilled, and then a new database has been created in our MySQL server. So we will just try to see how many databases are there in the system, and we can see we have this being skilled database in our MySQL server.
Thanks so much for watching this tutorial. If you liked it, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you didn't, then leave a comment so that we can improve it further. Do watch these suggested tutorials to learn even more, and do let us know what you want to learn on being skilled.